That's all I gotta say. Wow. All right. I wasn't gonna come on this evening, but I was pushed to, so usually when I'm pushed to, there's a message for someone somewhere. So, well, it's September. It's the 10th? Oh, wow, 10. So 10s are completions and new beginnings. So that's going to be really interesting. Uh, well, it's been a fiery month already. What? That's crazy. I said it's going to be a fiery month already. And you freaking pop up out of nowhere. And I seen you change the freaking dragon. I can't with you. I said it's going to be a hot September. You come out with the freaking red dragon. I'm done. Do I have to take out my dragon deck? Should I? Should I? Wow, Diane's on. Whoop, whoop. Look, nobody, you just manifested her, yo. We were just talking about you yesterday. Ah, the crew's in. The crew's in. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Wee. Diane, we missed you, Diane. We've missed you, Diane. How's work? How is work? How's life? What the heck? Let's just start out. Like, how is life right now? It's been a hot September, so I'm curious. I'm very curious, Diane, how this red September is assisting you. Don't worry, it's been, I know. Well, I've been working. Can you tell the bags on my eyes? So I've been working on YouTube. So I've been trying to get more content out. You know the thing. Because to be honest, I kind of really want to be more independent. You know what I mean? So if I be consistent enough, life will grow, you know? Maybe I could be full time on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know where, God put me here for a reason. I'm just going with the flow. But I would like to be home more, to be honest. Yes! Yes, Diane. Touche, touche, touche. Touche. You're not lying. I said it's going to be a hot September. We just had this blood full moon, and it was in Pisces. As I said, that is 4/11. But Diane, hold on. I gotta pin that because that was a good one. Where is that? Hold on. That was funny. That was really freaking hilarious. What the heck is going on my back? So, hey, nobody, look. You see, I got the dragon deck, bro. Look at that. I was looking at it this week, and I've been like contemplating if I should use them or not. Interesting. I said a hot red September. Look at this. Look at this card. It's a Ten of Swords. Look at this. That's wow, look at this. And then the High Priestess came out. You see how beautiful these cards are? I think you should keep the blue dragon, in my opinion. In my opinion. Right, Diane? These are pretty. Look at it. They're pretty cards. Yeah, they're pretty. Look at this one. That one looks cool. So yeah, it's been a red hot September, everyone. So did you hear Charlie Kirk died? I've seen some of his podcasts. He was really interesting character. And it's so sad what the world's coming to. You know, he left the wife behind. He left kids behind to go do what he loved. And people just are so evil. Yes, the Five of Swords does look, that's crazy you say that because that's what we're in. Literally, this September, it's crazy. Since we hit the blood full moon in Pisces, like, wild shit's been going down. But you know what? It's going to be good stuff. What I just seen was the Phoenix. It's like, you know how things have to burn, crash, die, like the death card. So if you know that the death card is the 13th card in Tarot. So the 13th card, technically, me and nobody were just talking about this yesterday, about how astrology took out the 13th sign. Do you see how like the synchronicities are like aligning? So the death is 13, which is death. So you need to die. It's like the death of the ego, the death of the old, the old way of thinking, the old way of doing things. It's like a new paradigm. That's what it feels like. It's like we're going into a new paradigm, whatever timeline you're in. My timeline, where I feel, as I said, this is 844. I see because I've been through so many challenges, because on a spiritual path, you go through challenges and then you elevate to different stages of consciousness, right? And that's why when you get to a certain state of consciousness, people don't understand you, and they don't, it's like, because your frequency changed. So if you're at a frequency with someone, they're not in alignment. So people that are on the frequency, they are in alignment. So that's what evolution is. That's what energy is. It's elevating a frequency. Yes, exactly. It's like that rebirth energy, if you get what I'm saying. So we're all going through that in a collective, because a lot of us have left people, places, and things behind, right? And a lot of us reconstructed our foundation, the foundation that we thought was best for us. Because we no longer wanted the old programming. So we reprogrammed. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like this is what this full moon entails for a lot of us on our own journeys. It's dismantling the old programming and going into a new programming, and not the old programming of our parents, our grandparents, whatever that is. So we're creating our own frequency, but a higher frequency. See? So there's two timelines that I'm feeling. Some are more advanced than others, and I'm not saying no, you're better than anybody else. No. Meaning an understanding, vibrating to a state of consciousness that is high, that's positive, that's transmuting the old paradigm. If you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. So yeah, it's time to let go of the old, because that's not you. That's not your frequency. That's you let that all go. So you can't keep on repeating the same people, places, and things and patterns and habits. Exactly. So there's two different timelines. There's people that are more advanced than others. There's others that are trying to get to that level, trying to understand their journey, their purpose, what they're, whatever that is to them, because everybody's on their own journey, everybody's on their own timeline, and everybody chooses to walk the path if they choose to. And it's not the easiest path. You know what I'm saying? I'm great at decluttering. You ain't lying. So let's see what we have, because I'm interested. It's like they're trying to stop my throat chakra for some odd reason. So it must be important. It must be important. So let's see what it is, because I'm curious. So what I'm curious is the Metatron deck. I don't know. I'm just been. This has been calling. It's been calling. Let's see what we have. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Like there's two different timelines. There's rebirth, death of the old, and rebirth of a new. That's crazy. Look at this. I said two different timelines. Death and rebirth. Look at this. Ancestors. That's wild. And then I said red. Look it. Look it. You can't make this shit up. Look. And it's a 22. It's a master number. That's freaking wild. Look, and there's an Indian chief. 1444. That's crazy. I said, that's wild. Look, this is wild. Hold on. I'm trying to. I'm so excited right now. I feel like a little kid in the candy store. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I know what I feel. This is what. Look at. Clairvoyant. No. That's what happens when your mom does drugs. Yeah. That's what happens when your mother does drugs. Oh, shit. Yeah, I was a drug baby. So, like, I've noticed drug babies are a lot, they're a lot in tune. It's like when we get information at first it's like distorted and then we gotta like put the pieces, but it comes quicker to us because it's like we're already when we were in the wound, we're already fucked up because we were fucked up the whole time for 9 months. We were fucking high for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So when we come out the wound, you know what I'm saying? We're like, hey, we're still fucking high. I'm just stating facts. So am I a little, hey, it's not my fault. And I don't even do drugs. I'm just a drug baby. That's it. But that was crazy. You seen that? That was crazy. As above, so below. See, look, I'm not making this shit up. So look at Diane was born with fatal alcohol syndrome and crack cocaine. That's funny. I was a crack cocaine baby too, and a meth baby. Crack cocaine and meth. I laugh about it now because it's fucking hilarious. It just like, fuck. Yes, that was her choice of drugs. It's crazy. So, okay, so as above, so below, 41 adds to a 5. You see that? And then ancestors, 34, is a 7. And a 7 is a spiritual number, and it's pretty odd because look at, we have ancestors. And then we have, no, this one's 55. Why did I say 22? So 55. And we started with a 5. Look. 14 is a 5. And then we have 55. Let me change it. I just have bags under my eyes because I'm so tired. 1555. I'm tired. I'm just tired. See, I got fucking bags under my eyes. But you see the 55 is red. That's crazy. I said it was going to be a red hot September. But it's going to be a good one, though. So, yeah. That's wild. But we're going to shuffle since these 3 cards came out. Right? Confirming what I was just talking about. And we're going to put it back in the deck. And we're going to see what we got. Okay? Dude, I'll be so... like, what the... if the same cards come out. ready. Dude, I've been eating so much chocolate lately. I don't know why, but my face has been breaking out like crazy. That's what happens when I eat chocolate. All right, let's see what we have. I guess they want me to just go right into the cards, so that's what we're going to do. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right, what's the message? We have a 44. It says beacon. Shine on, bros. No, I don't like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's too tar for me. I can't. I like milk chocolate. So, 44, beacon of shine your light. Shine on. Shine on, man. Shine on. Shine on. Let's see what else. This card, it says 4. We have 444. It says letting go, which is pretty interesting because we are in the fall season. We do have this red blood moon. It was red today when I came home. It's been like 4 days already. We've had a red moon. And leaves are starting to actually fall. And you know, fall is time to release, right? Because the trees have been blooming all summer, spring, summer, you know. And now the leaves are starting to fall. Just as well as humans, people, whatever, situations. You know, there comes a time where things have to die in order for new things to grow. So it's time to let go. And it's pretty interesting because I said that before. It's time to let go of the past, people, places, and things, situations. And it's time for release. It's time. Everything that I said before, it's coming again in the cards. So it's like releasing. So yeah. And it's a 4-4. Look at 4-4-4. And we just had 4 people. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're getting, and it's crazy because we had this full moon, and it's full moons are to release. Saying bye-bye. Sayonara. Yeah. Interesting. My back just cracked. Sorry. It's just strange that this card comes out because this is what I've been feeling today. Like the heart chakra, like pulsing. But it's not like a pulse. It's like an ache, like a yearning. Like this card kind of reminds me of like the Green Lantern. And it's a 39. It says green and then it says heart healing. So 39, if you add the 3 and you add the 9, it's a 12. So you break down the 1 and the 2, you add them together, it's a 3. 3, 3. Here you, that's what, yesterday we had 3, 3, 3. And that was 9. Because you add 3, 3, 3 is 9. And that's crazy because we have another 9. I said, remember when I said there's 2 different timelines? So the ones that are on the higher timeline, you guys are starting to complete because it's a 9. So we are in the 9 universal year. We're going into that 10 universal year, which is next year in January. So January is like new beginnings, but letting go of old. So the 9 is letting go. It's releasing old pattern, people, places, and the things that are not serving you because you have a greater purpose. But you have to find that within yourself. I can't tell you. I could just guide you. So I could do. And the answers you seek within yourself. Meditate. Take 5 minutes out your day instead of scrolling the fucking phone. Take 5 minutes. When you're taking a shit, usually guys take shit for like 15, 20, 30 minutes. That whole time, instead of scrolling on your phone while you're taking a shit, you can just meditate. Same thing. You're just taking the shit and sitting with your thoughts instead of scrolling on the phone. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Some of you guys need to do some heart healing. So heart healing. It's healing things from the past, from childhood. I heard hit the target. It's like I see an arrow in the diamond. I heard the answers that you seek are within yourself, which I just said. Nobody, I got a message for you. I don't know why you just came in, but obviously there's something important. So you know when you take these classes on Saturday, and you know you've been going through your own transition and your own transformation, because you know how you've already like mastered the dark, not mastered it completely, but I'm saying you mastered it to the place where you needed to do the shadow work that was necessary so you can move to the next level, right? So when you attune to your classes this weekend, which is what, Saturday? So you know what we were talking about last night, because if you see what I see, right? So do you see how this is wrapped around? So what is going to happen is like your DNA is going to like transmute, activate. I heard activate. I don't know, that just came in for you. I just got disturbed. I was like, dude, I was like right in the zone. And you're just like, wait, hold on. No, give a message to nobody. Okay. What the? So, the transition that you're going through Saturday, which is pretty interesting because we had this Pisces full moon and you're going through a big transformation. It's huge. So, with the activation that you're going to get on Saturday, it's going to help you get to where you need to go. And then I see you actually taking the master class when you activate the rest of the DNA, the rest of the 6 other strands. Things are going to things are going to happen rapidly. And you're going to be like, what the fuck? I can hear you saying, what the fuck? Yes. Of that sort. So you're going to activate something with your bloodline, but you're going to so this new path that you're going to be going through. I don't know. I just go with my intuition. See, once you start getting your activation, a lot of things are going to start falling behind. And a lot, like I said there's 2 timelines. So this is your timeline, which is a lot of our timelines that we are, because we're letting go. Obviously, we must be on a certain frequency. So what I'm meant to do to help you is to get to the next level. So like when we met, I was supposed to help you because you were such in a dark place, not just a dark place, but you are also wanting to transmute all the negative energy that you have accumulated while you did your shadow work. Now it's time to benefit the rewards, but now it's going to be in a positive way as you activate these DNA strands that you're meant to do in this timeline, this time around. But you have a big purpose. I actually see you teaching. I see you writing your own book. But I heard be careful. Don't let your ego get in the way. Because sometimes when we get to that very, very dark place, which a lot of us have been, it's hard to come out of it. I heard practice discernment and take breaks when needed. And I heard balance. And I know you want a relationship, but this time around, I don't really see it for you. Because you have a higher calling. Kind of like Keith. Keith hasn't been in a relationship, right? So this time around, I know you want one, but your calling is much greater. You're meant to teach. All right, let's see what else. That was pretty interesting. Oh, you are? So this must have been your past life. You're letting go of your past. What? But I see you're meant here to teach. So in your past life, you were a scholar. That's why I see, okay, it's the past. You're releasing the past. Yes, Diane, Jesus is king. So yeah, I see you teaching. I see you writing a book. It's going to be a big, big transition for you, but it's going to be a good one. Because you see the light? You know what I mean? Why did Diane leave? Hmm. Hmm. That was weird, but that kind of was wild. I don't know why I picked it up. I've never had that happen before. Usually it's like, yeah, I am tired. That's why I was like confused on why they wanted me to come on, you know? My energy is like low. But a lot of us are going through these different changes, these different timelines. Yeah, it's weird. Wow, hear this. A 21. It's another 3. And it says indigo. Mastery, mystery and mastery of life. Look, you can't make this up. It literally says it. Mystery and mastery of life. That's wild. Well, I'm gonna go, guys. I'm exhausted. Like I'm like coming in and out of consciousness. And I'm going way too deep in certain things. And I don't think obviously I was meant to give a message. So that's what I'm doing. Because I usually don't come on like because I just want to come on. No. I didn't want to come on. But I said it was going to be a hot September. And the cards prove it. Even though it flipped to nobody, which that was not my intentions at all. At all. So I never know what's going to happen. I just go with what I'm told to do. This is what I was told to do. Well, I gotta go, guys. I'm tired. And I'm ready for bed. I want to see something. All right. So I'm going to bed. I'm tired. So you guys have a great evening. And I will talk to you guys soon. Good night. Diane, I didn't really get to say a proper good night to you, my dear. And I will talk to you guys soon. I don't know. I'll be on when I am. But yeah, it's going to be a red hot September. So hold your pants. And do the right thing. So God bless you. Have a great evening. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.